Anyway, oh my God, I got hacked again in one of my programs. Not hacked overall, but another one of my programs. And it turns out, I'm going to start with this right away. It turns out that it's alerttopay.com. Okay? I've been talking with David Collins back and forth. I had my wife's, I put some money in for my wife and never saw it. Never saw it. Never saw it. So back and forth with David, and then finally David says, "Oh, your wife account's working fine. I can see that there's profit units bought and all the rest of this stuff." I wrote him back. I says, "David, listen." I said, "I have a blank screen here. I just see zeros and I don't see any action." So of course, I took screenshots and I, sent it to him and everything. And he says, "Well, there's obviously something going wrong here." So he says, "I'll tell you what. Why don't you just go create another account from your wife and I'll pass the money over." So I thought to myself, okay, let's get smart with this. And so I decided I'm going to do a tiny URL. Okay, and I'm going to mask the link, and then I'm just going to, test the link, put it in, and then I'm going to sign up my wife from there. Sure enough, don't I just, I do that to go to test it. Guess who the sponsor is? It is not moi who is Spirit Up, but it's somebody under the name of Exchanger. Okay, now my password's now blocked. Okay, and David's aware of this now, so this is all going to be cleaned up. But everybody that, and it was all the staff that signed under me, if you could go and check your back office to see who your sponsor is, and somebody confirm, or whoever, that your sponsor is called Exchanger, just let me know that. So we're on top of this one right away. So, and there's not enough money there that in an account that they can go boom. But that could affect some of the other accounts in there. So please go check your accounts if you're under me and see if the name is Exchanger. So we're always, looks like this is going to be a war. So we just have to stay on top of them. So anyway, I just had to mention that because that just happened. And I wish I did have Special Forces units to go out there, track these guys down by their IPs and whatever, and just, that's it. That's the end, But anyway, where's Ricky when you need him, huh? Anyway, okay, let's see who's here. We got 36 people today, and thank you for coming out on your Saturday. And we have Ann, Brett, Kat, Carl, Carter, Jan, Donna, Doris, Ed, Elaine, Gary, Jeez, Gerda, Jampa, Jenica, John, that's our webmaster, Keith, Co, Latoya, Liam, Merrill, Mohammed, Mr. Multi. That must be like a multi-tool, those commercials, Mr. Multi-tool. Anyways, he probably very handy guy. Anyway, Neville, Pickles, Rakesh, Ralph, Renee and Greg, they're appearing at the Golden Nugget, I think. You're a group. You got to be a group. Richard, and here's another group, Rick and Ashley. So maybe they can, like, one starts and the next one can get up there and sing. Okay, who else do we have? We got Ricky, Risha, Rishi, Sabrina, Saltfish, John, Shri, Susan, and Susan. Okay, so thank you all for showing up, and we're going to have other people coming in as we're getting along here. So Mr. Multi says it's 6 a.m. here. I just woke up. That must mean that, let me think about this, you would be in Australia? Because that's about that time right now. So, yeah, how'd I guess that? Okay, I'm going to buy a lottery ticket tonight. But anyway, okay, so we got stuff to talk about and everything as always. It looks like I've got my YouTube channel back. I have no idea how that happened. I did write them a very, very nasty letter to YouTube. Because they got, they made the mistake of saying, well, how was your experience with YouTube? Well, you can imagine I opened up both barrels and away we went. So, anyways, right after that, I seem to have my accounts back. So, That's nice. I posted 2 videos up. I posted the quick cash ad. That's Tom's program. He wanted me to make him a video, and I did. And so that's talking a little bit about quick cash ads. I just uploaded the Thursday night asset protection video. That was really interesting. I'm telling everybody, even though that you might not be thinking about doing it right now, you should really be attending these asset webinar protection nights. It's every Thursday night. And I'm going to tell you why. Because, you know, the information that is coming out of here, you're going to wonder why you've never done this before. And it doesn't mean that you got to do it right away. Although the sooner you do it, the better. It protects you and your family. It just protects your income, your assets. It protects everything. And there's all kinds of other things there that you need to learn about. So just get in there. I mean, it's only an hour. I know you can listen to videos, but get in there and ask Gary some questions. Okay, it's every Thursday night at 9 o'clock. Okay, yeah, don't get me going. Yeah, right. Ricky, all right. Hi, Ricky. So, listen, a lot of people seem to take this the wrong way. But under the circumstances, we do everything we can to protect the Peeps and the website and the Skype rooms, etc. Okay. Now, how can Peeps or how can the hackers know where to go? Only if they're gathering information from somewhere, so they actually know exactly where to go, which is the Skype rooms right now. Also, the webinars. But the Skype room's an easy place because links are placed, and whether or not it's a YouTube channel link or whether or not it's something else that we're doing, our site, Passive Peeps, is pretty well, as John says, protected. And so that's not an issue. But it looks like the main hole is in Skype, and it's been well known that there's a hole in there. So what we talked about and had to do is that Kathy decided that she was going to make another room, okay, and the people that she actually has talked with, that she knew, etc., she was transferring to the other room. Now, if you haven't been transferred to the room yet, it doesn't mean that you're out or anything, but what's going to take place is that Kathy's going to request that you give her a phone number that she can chat with you, okay? And she'll call you on Google, okay? It will be a Google call because they give you free calls around the world. So no matter where you are, if you feel like for some reason you're still not in that group, back into the Passive Peeps group, then you can contact Kathy, or Kathy will contact you eventually, and she'll ask you for a number so she can chat. And she'll just ask you a few questions, etc., and then you'll be put into the group to continue. Now, we are going to be moving a lot of this into our site just to protect everything. Although I know that Kathy is going to be keeping at least one of the rooms out there, you know, because it is advantageous to have one, but we are going to have most of it in here. Now, even as we speak, I think John has, we purchased an app which for our site is going to give us pretty much translation of languages. And it's not the Google one. Am I correct in that, John? As I can see the box down here. Is that correct? That it's not, yeah, okay, so it's not the Google translation. We've purchased another one. So it will allow people to, you know, go to their language, etc. We still have to translate pages, etc. Isa has been a sweetheart in offering to do the translations, etc., and she will be heading up that department. And we are still going to need more translators. and that to manage not only the chat, the translation chat in an international chat room, but we are going to need additional people to help run international forums, okay, so they can be monitors, etc. So that's always good because there's a lot of Spanish, there's a lot of French, there's a lot of Portuguese, Italian, you name it in the world. And again, Kathy's taking care of all the Chinese and Japanese and all the other Asian languages as she speaks a million of them. Just joking, Kathy. But she does. She does speak a lot of languages. That lady is one gifted lady here. Because she's going to be, I guess I have to take a new picture because this picture here reflects Kathy's corner and it's not that anymore. I will put the other one up here when I get to screen share, but she writes about security features and all the rest of that. We do it. Speaking of security, John is doing a forum to do with security. Now, I did promise everybody we're going to have a webinar, and yes, we're going to have a webinar very shortly on this, as soon as we gather all the stuff that we want to discuss and talk about. Your top right corner website now has just English flag. Okay. When translation's finished for other languages, flag will appear on site. Okay, there you go. Okay, John's been working his butt off, I'm telling you, and we have these all kinds of programs coming on here and apps and everything to help everything to take place. Now, let's talk about one of the things I want to talk about right off the bat, but I think what I'm going to do is I better start screen share. And so we can, let me just go here. No, I don't want to do it. Well, I wonder if that one's going to work now. Okay, just give me a second. I'm going to just see if this is going to work. Okay, I've got recording back on, and we're into the Passive Peeps website. And as John just posted down there, that's a link for a banner. And as you can see down here, I will just pull this up just a little bit right in the middle. That right there, okay? That banner was made by Brett. Thank you very much, Brett. And it's a great banner. That's just for Passive Peep website, okay? We want to get traffic in here. The more traffic that comes in, the more people will be joining our programs, participating in our rotators, and our pools, etc. And it's a really great banner. If you choose to support the Passive Peep website with some of your credits that you might have in some of your programs where you can place a 125 by 125 banner, I guess you can pick it up. I do have, there's two links here, but John says I'll explain how to link to the banner after the webinar, which starts in T-5 minutes. So, but what I'm going to do, John, you get your throat all nice and juiced up there, ready to talk, because I will get this on later on. Please remind me, and I'm going to get John at the end to just talk a little bit about this, okay? But that's a great banner. There's also going to be a 468 banner coming. I think it's 468 by 80 or something like that. I'm not 100% sure if I got the last number right, but it's something like that. And, you know, just to be placed all over the place, this is going to just, you know, boom. That's what's going to happen to the website. Our Alexa numbers on the Wednesday night webinar, that just blew me away because I've worked with other companies trying to help with SEO to boost their or drop their Alexa rating and things. And I mean, we were up like in the anywhere from 1 million to 3 million. And John announced that we were like 136,000 in United States, and we were 500,000 or so in the world, globally. We haven't done anything yet, folks. Like nothing. All we're doing is our videos from our webinars and things, but we haven't even, we're still building. So, yeah, that's it. You can, it's amazing. I mean, all peeps can take a bow because that's what's happening. So, okay, so that's that. Let me see where we're going to go here because I want to just talk about a few things. And I might as well use this as a launch pad. Okay, so first thing I want to talk. Come on, start flipping his daily profit. Okay. Okay, John, how come I can't click it? Okay, so I got to go members resources here, and we're going to go. Let's just go David Lockwood links. Okay, and okay. So here's some links. So let me just start here with daily profit always. Now, again, I'm having people write me and call me up, and it's basically, all right, what's happening with DPA? Even as of today, what's happening with DPA? So I said, are you in the room? Yes, I'm in the room. Okay, and you have to understand, I've nothing to do with the program. I'm not admin in there. I'm not anything. I just have a relationship because we have a fairly nice sized group. It's always nice to establish some kind of connection to the guy who runs it, so we can basically let him know who we are, big group, blah blah blah, and that's the relationship we have with Rick. So and as a result, I did a video for him and that, but that's about where it stands. So I know no more than what you're going to find out in the DPA forum or our DPA Skype room. So so please, I don't have anything I'm hiding or anything or know any more than anybody else. Okay, so that's basically it. So he will be home on Monday unless his fever continues. If they haven't got everything in check, he won't be coming home. Okay, until that's fixed up or whatever's fixed up. Okay, so you can still go in here and you can compound, and you can do a withdrawal, but it's only going to go to pending, so there's not much point in that because it just extends the list longer and longer. The forum has all kinds of updates in there about the testing that they did on debit cards and different processors, etc., and how happy they were with a lot of them. So I don't know anything, but I am expecting that when he returns, provided his health is okay, we should start seeing some movement after he's back. And don't jump on him the first day, even don't jump on him the first week. I know we've all been waiting, but have some compassion with somebody who's just come out of a heart surgery. Okay, so that's that in DPA. Now, I guess I can turn that one like that. And okay, so that's daily profit. Wealth for all. This was interesting this week because, as I said on Wednesday, I had a thanks to Isa again. She went ballistic on so many program owners as a result of myself being hacked, and she was all over the place, just blowing up people and getting to brass tacks, like, come on, close David's accounts. Let's not let them get in there and do damage. And well, one of the first things we found out with that payout, that my money in there had been taken, and but they did close the account, and so did and then it ended up that my Wealth for All team was closed down and that. Well, anyways, so when we got, of course, it's been the long weekend. Okay, went last weekend, and that's when it was all taking place. So by the time Tuesday rolled around and finally got iPayout on the line, and they said, yeah, sorry, your account, two things went out, withdrawals, e-wallet, T-wallet, and I said, can't you reverse those? She says, no, once it's completed, and they said, and we can't replace it. So, okay. Again, I want everybody to understand, I'm not concerned about the money part. I was more concerned about my peeps, because my main account had lots of your email addresses. We have been saying all week long in the rooms that do not click any links. I don't care who it is, because anybody's email, it can be hacked at this time. So the only way they can get you is if you click a link. So unless you're on the telephone talking to the person and saying, hi, you just sent me a link, and they go, right, yeah, well, what is it to do with? Just refuse to click it unless you have personal contact right at that moment. Okay, and that's it. Now another thing you can do is if you, instead of clicking the link, you can see what program it's from or whatever, and just put the first part in there. Like in example, instead of a full link with a bunch of other text past the .com area, just fill in the like example here, wealthforallteam.com. And then, maybe you can go there and read about a change or whatnot. But don't click any link, especially in Skype. Okay, if anybody's sending you stuff. And a lot of people, and I heard from some people in the room saying, all of a sudden, I'm getting all these people wanting to make contact with me on Skype. And again, why all of a sudden? If the person's been in there for 3 months and all of a sudden, he's getting all these requests for contacts, it's got to be a hacker. Okay, and you certainly, if you don't want to be fooled, because they'll start talking to you as if they're the person. They'll put you got to see this, it's so funny, or this is my family, or this just came in security, or don't lose your money. They'll get you all like kind of panicky and emotional, so you're going to click it and then you're done. Okay, and that's it. So don't click anything. That's the bottom line. So anyways, you're getting Wealth for All team. So I pay out, they change everything, blah, blah, blah. So then I get a call, and it's Wealth for All team wanting me to get on a conference. And I pay out guys there. Again, I can't thank Isa enough. It was just amazing what happened as a result of it. So there's Wealth for All team, and they got their IT guy, and they got the top guy or one of the top people. And I pay out, and then there's another fellow there. They asked me how this all started. I explained how I got an email, from a trusted peep, and I opened it, and my mistake, and of course that's where it all started. And they got my account, changed the password, and then they went from there. But the interesting thing was that there was a name. There was a name there that that had shown where the two transfers went from e-wallet to e-wallet, and so the IT guy starts to type all kinds of stuff, and he says, "Oh my God!" And he says, "You should see the amount of transactions that are going to this guy, and then he's sending them out to at least 30 people." Well, I don't have to tell you what's going on here. You probably already figured it out. But people are going around, these hackers, there's a group of them, okay? And I'm talking, it's a big group, and they're very talented. And they're going around, they're going into all the programs, they're taking people's money, and then they're bringing it back into to Wealth for All team to make money. So they're stealing, then putting it in to Wealth for All team. So they're making money there too. So they closed down at least 30 accounts and marked them fraudulent, got the money back, and those who got their money stolen, that way they should retrieve it and put it back in, which is, that includes my account, and because now they closed it, they'll take their money out. Well, they weren't too happy, I guess, because practically the next day, that's when everyone was saying, "Oh, I can't get into Wealth for All team," and people were saying, "Oh, because they're getting a DOS attack." Well, that's people that are mad, that they got their accounts closed and their money taken. So, but they're up to it again because they're already trying anything they can to get into anybody's account. So please be vigilant, and you need to make sure that you keep changing your passwords, because that's what's protecting you. And if you have Gmails, please get that second layer of security, which is to put your cell number in, and they'll set it all up for you. So if anybody's trying to change your password or anything from a different IP, or even changing your password, they're going to call you. Okay, and that was my bad, because I didn't have a cell phone. I was the dinosaur that never bothered to get a a cell phone to do that, because on my spare time I'm on the computer all day. I don't want to be there walking around with my son or my family outside and answering texts and calls and all the rest. I'm with my family. It's family time. So anyway, so that's what happened there. So Well for All is back to okay now. So as I pay out right now, they're okay. And it's still a very good program right now. And I know that a lot of people are very happy here. Okay, and iPayout reacts very quickly. Now, I did suggest a 24/7 hacker number. They basically said we're not big enough, okay, to do that. And I said, okay, well, what's one person or two people there taking 2 12-hour shifts and answering calls? Because the sooner you get a hacker, the less damage that's getting done. Okay, so I'm not going to bother to go in. It's not really too important here, but we all know what works here. Besides, they don't want us to get in there and start showing things because they've got new videos coming with the Genesis program and everything. Okay, now let's go to the one that's hacked right here. Alert to pay. I'm not going in because I can't get in. But this one here, we reported right at the start it was David Collins who was the admin in here, and it wasn't the same David Collins as the David Collins in HostGator and that, but nonetheless he is very on top of things, and people are receiving money quickly, etc. And we got into this program. Which pays, they have one program here for 7% a day for 30 days. They have another program, 3% for 70 days, but we don't want that one, okay? You're in here for the 7% because this is where you can accumulate your money. Now, if you have never used the HYP calculator, it shows that any kind of percent that you're working with, like that 7% or whatnot in a time period, you should double your money in 11 days. Okay, in 11 days. That's you should double your money. So that's what we liked about this. As long as you go in. Now it's that program is 7%. That is a 25% $25 position. So each time you have to have $25 in your account before you can actually go in and buy. Okay, so but it builds quickly, very quickly. Okay, now let's get back to passive Peeps here, and I guess we want to go back to links. Now Fast Cash Mega, I can bring that one up here. I don't know if I've been hacked in this too. But anyway, okay, this one's doing great for us. Now these were the two programs. We had Alert to Pay, and we had Fast Cash Mega. Now, Fast Cash Mega has a solid 3% program. We brought this on board to basically replace a lot of the other programs that have either gone down or that they're having a lot of holdups or whatever. This program is solid as can be. We do know the admin. Kathy's a personal friend of one of the admins, and you just send them something and they're on top of it like green on bean, like a pit bull on a pork chop. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so they're on top of it. Right at the present time, my brother Jim was having problems with a page that was coming up, and it had a CAPTCHA in it, and it said that you're blocked and all the rest of the stuff. Do not fill in the CAPTCHA. Do not do anything with that page because it's a virus, and they are aware of it, and so many people have gotten this. So if you Google it, you can read about some of the stuff to do. And he talked to his IP provider, and they said they did a ping. They said it was a clear channel, but there's still something wrong there. So there have to be some more investigation on it if you're getting that page and not going directly to Fast Cash Mega. Now, I guess it wouldn't hurt here that we can go in and let's just see what we got going here. Now, they're pretty much like DPA where they have their little warning here about, you know, what you should do and not do. And that one, this particular one has been up for a while and it's to do with Liberty Reserve. And they're just having, all you hear about is people getting their money stolen on Liberty Reserve. I'm telling you now, if you don't have to use them, don't use them. They're having lots and lots and lots of hacker problems, and they've always been a haven for it. Now, down in here, you can see your cash balance and your share earnings balance and repurchase balance. When this repurchase balance gets to $10, you can only buy cycler spots with this balance, okay? It is not set up like everybody else where that repurchase just buys you more shares, etc. It actually is set up for the cyclers, so the cyclers move. But we didn't come into the cyclers, we didn't come into this program to do the cyclers. This is just a bonus because they pay you 300% on these. Okay, we came in for that solid 3%. Okay, and if you, when you're ready that you want to take your share earnings balance and you want to buy more shares, you want to be able to convert it to cash. So you're going to click it first, a page will come up and you're going to put how much that is and you're going to convert and it's going to go into your cash balance. Okay, and when you do this share earnings balance and convert to cash, they're going to take 30% and they're going to put it into the repurchase balance right here. So if we travel up here and we go to, okay, I just clicked something. Okay, so we go up here and we go to buy profit units. Okay, works the same way. There's the action button right there. Okay, so we would want to, I don't have enough to buy one here, but we would click on the action, click on submit, and we would take cash balance right here. And if it's your first time or you're putting more money or want to put more money in here, all you choose is Solid Trust pays at Liberty Reserve. But we're doing cash balance, right? So we would put our number in here, click submit, blah, 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 and there we go. So when I go in here to my profit units, okay, they're all listed here. And you can see that, you know, so far there's $710 in there, started with 300. So it's already doubled, okay, and that was as of August 27th. So we are, we're September 8th, we're 12 days. So you can see 12 days, and I said 11 days it would double. Well, it's a little more than doubled, but that's probably because of some of the commissions, but which don't total a lot, but it still would help to push it up to more than double there. Okay, and then just as each one is recorded in here, then you can see this is what you've earned. There's 90 cents, $1.20, 60 cents, and it keeps adding on and on. So this $300 one is earned $99 here. Okay, so very good program here, and you can just keep on. It's sort of like just being paid. That they're 2% program, and you would just keep compounding. So you can make a lot of money here at 3%, even more. Okay. Now, as far as cycler spots, I'm going to show you my cycler spots, and the way that this works is that you had to buy one to qualify to buy your profit units, and that was the only reason you bought them. And you can see here that this is my cyclers, because what happened? There's my first one, $10, and it cycled the next day. So it's 300%, so $10 got me 30. They put me into a $20 line, $20 got me 60. This one here, 40, I need to get up to 120. I'm at $60, so I got to double that before that one will cycle. There's another $10 that it cycled, another $10 that it cycled. I have a 20 here that has should be 60. I've got 40 right now in there, and you can see it's just, that just shows you how fast these things go. Okay, and that's about all you need to know in this one. And so let's get out of here and let's go to, let's see here, let's go to quick cash ads. Now, you know, quick cash ads. That's Tom. He's a really fair guy and everything as the admin. And I did a little video, and a lot of people I see are start. It just came on today because I got my channel back, but a lot of people are watching it in that, and it's a fairly simple rev share. It's meaning that for every $1.50 that's put in, you get $1.42 is used to split between 100 positions, and 8 cents goes to the admin. Okay, and when it gets to $2, then your share is matured, and then you it drops off the board. So these things they can move fairly quickly. You don't want them to peak so quickly, but this has only been open for about a little more than a week, and it probably won't go down in a week or anything, but it should continue to go because they're just still getting out there, getting the groups interested, the bigger groups to come in, etc. And there's certainly enough money out there ever since Zeke went down. People are looking to recover and also to place some of their money that they made in Zeke. Not to mention JBP, they've been down for a while, and people are looking, why have my money sit around? I might as well go and make some money on it very quickly. So I'm just going to log into here and just show you here very quickly that, come on up, come on, there we go. Okay, so I got an unpaid balance of $56.12. So I can take that out right now, or I can buy more positions. So you can see I'm maturing because my positions are dropping. Now they're down to 475 positions. Okay, and if I go to manage positions, you can see here that I have a bunch here at $1.99, so only another penny. These will fall off. Next are 93s and 92s, $1.92s and that. And as these things make their money, they will drop off. Okay, so that's that. He pays very quickly, and so it's. I know a lot of you are in here, and you are all making money. I know that. So if you're at a certain point, you have to decide whether or not that if it's new to you, whether or not you want to get in on a rev share. Because if you're not in the first week, I guess, or less than a week, it's better to get in early than it is later, because at some point in time, and this is the reasons why they go down, is if people stop coming in and stop putting in their money, because then it slows right down to practically nothing, and you're only making pennies instead of dollars, and it's forever before you get to that $10 level to withdraw your money. Okay, so there you go with that. Now, what I want to bring on is Wealth Creation Alliance, which is another rev share. They will be creating more, and for those of you who didn't know it, they are back up. Okay, and I will show you that in 1 second. They are back up, and I was into my account just a sec ago. There we go. So they are there. Okay. They got live business calls now, as you can see right here. Now this is the word here. Okay, on Wealth Creation Alliance. The word is that a lot of the people from Zeke with big money are coming in here, and they basically they're talking like, not the people coming in, but the I guess the admins or whatnot, the owner whatnot is talking like this is the next billion-dollar business, Wealth Creation Alliance. I did hear at the start anyway that they did have some other plans besides just the rev share, and as they grow, I guess they'll introduce those programs. Now, I'm going to explain again why I backed this and why I said to the peeps, get in on this one. Number one, I knew you could make some quick money on here, and whether or not you had a bill outstanding or you were starving or whatever it was, because we've heard We have heard such sad stories out there of the state of people's lives, and it was an opportunity, even for a little bit, you know, to kind of pump your money up a little bit and enough to, you know, buy groceries or pay for a electricity bill or whatever it was. And, you know, and it's lived up to that. It's unfortunate that they had to do some security work and changes over the last, you know, 3 days or so. I think it is 3-4 days. But they're back up. And I guess I'll show you my stats on this one. And, you know, I started with $300 in here, just like I did on Quick Cash. Now, you could see last Quick Cash, I was up to $1,500. And this one here, slower than that one, even though they're supposed to be getting more members, more money. They had 15,000 members in the first 15 days, which is amazing, and that's why they had to change things. So, you know, $268 total amount earned versus $1,500 in the other, you know, is kind of, well, how come? So, anyways, they're back on board, and you can see total unpaid balance is 22, which I can take out. But I'm going to tell you why I supported this. I'm always talking about the 33% rule. And, you know, if you haven't heard it, well, you're going to hear it a lot from me. And basically what it is that if you withdraw only 33% from any program that you're in, that 67% that's left in there to continue to build will be a healthy build for the program. So when we were doing JBP's calculations and everything, we did see that that we always use cap. So if it was 5,000 a day was at the cap, then if you did 33%, it was $1,250 that you would take out, and the 67% would you know, keep that going every day at that $5,000 mark. So you could take out every day $1,250 and still maintain your cap of $5,000. Well, similar, this is a 65-35 split. So 65% goes back into repurchase your units, and 35% is spendable money. You can withdraw that and not have to say, oh, do I have to keep this, so I have to put it back in or anything. No, it is actually spendable bucks. You can get out there and buy what you want, pay what you want. You don't have to worry about it. You just get out there and you take your money because you got 65% going back in for your growth. So just picture, you get 15,000 people, everybody's putting back in 65%. That means the company's growing at 65% rate. Okay, and it's compounded. It just keeps on going. Now, one of the things I did here, and it was in a forum about it, that they don't want this to spike so quickly, and there was talk that they hold back a little bit of the money, or not the money, but they hold back the times that they're releasing the money. So it's not like real time. So what happens is that, you know, you see your money coming in, but there could be a lot more in your account, but they're not going to release that all at once. So they're kind of controlling, you know, the withdrawals, they're controlling the payouts, they're controlling a lot, so this is going to continue for a long time. I don't know any of their other plans. You'll be notified here, of course, on our webinars in the Passive Peeps, and probably good chance in the Skype rooms or other people's forums, but I will, as soon as I hear it, you will hear it, okay? So you can see here at this one here now, I've got 22.28 I could take out, and 41.73 to go in and purchase new ad purchases. So how do I do that? Well, I'm going to just show you that 41.73. I go purchase positions, and they're $2 a spot, and when they reach 325, then they mature and they fall off. So you can see here, it's not a new unit package right here. I am actually going to purchase with my unpaid balance. So it's saying 22.28. Well, I'm going to click the drop down, and I'm going to my repurchasable account balance of 41.73. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to look at the chart, and I'm looking for 41.73. So the closest, without going over, is this $40, which gives me 20 ad packages. So I click on that. See, it's recorded right here. And now, and I'm going to click this purchase with the unpaid balance. So I go ahead and do that. Now I can't take that out. So you might as well just go in, don't fight it, just go in and buy more packages, okay, units. Now, when I go to my stats again, okay, there's my stats. Now I'm down to available for ad purchase $2.11. Okay, and I got my 22.47 here that I can go and take out at any time. Now this one here, I put 300 in. I've gotten about 100 and a quarter out, and I will continue to take out because this is play money. You don't have to worry about it. You just keep taking that out. Okay, and this happens really quickly too. So within hours, so you don't have to worry. Okay. So now one of the things that I want everybody to keep an eye on, and I'm certainly going to keep an eye on it because this is how I found out about Alert to Pay that I'd been hacked, is exactly this. See, it says here, view downline 1. I know I have a lot more referrals than just one, okay? So after my webinar, I have to start and communicate with them and find out where did all my referrals go, because I've always had more than one, and that. So anyway, but that's where you start. If you see a change in that and you know that it's already you already had more than that, then you know something's funny. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so that's wealth creation. It is back live, and you can get in there to see what yours is doing. Okay, so that takes care of the 2 rev shares. Now, what else did I want to talk about here? Let's go back to here. And, profit clicking. Okay, so I am locked out of profit clicking right now because, again, thanks to Isa, she did get in contact with the admin, and they actually froze the account because they had already changed the password and everything, so they froze the account. So when they opened, they couldn't have access to the money that's in there, which there was, a nice chunk in there. So anyways, that's I have to get in touch with them, but they were talking about last night. I know today they had some more problems, but it's anytime that they're basically going to open up. So just keep an eye open, and as soon as we hear, we'll put it in the Skype room and we'll let you know. Golden Path, they just have their updates that they send us. I don't know where they are in their program. And at any time, if anybody that's connected with them, like Richard, who's in our group, if he wants to give us updates on it, or anybody else, we will report the updates here in the webinar, and we will also report them in the Skype room, okay, for all the peeps. Okay, now here we go. This is what Kathy changed her featured page, Site Scoops. Okay, and then you actually just go there and you click it, and let me just show you, and it brings you into her articles here. So this newest article, a new program, doing your due diligence. Okay, and you can read more here, and it opens up and that. So that's one thing there. We also have done a few things here. We did do 2 applications here for Alert to Pay and Fast Cash Mega. Okay, and you come in here and you can just go to David Lockwood Links and go to these 2 where there's a form that you fill out, and then we assign you one of the staff as a sponsor. Okay, now the reason we did that for twofold. We did it because we wanted to help out the staff who work their butts off. And example, like Kathy, Donna, Jan, and a bunch of other staff. In fact, I'll put the list there. I don't know if they're all up there. But we have a list of some more that we're going to talk with and and bring in if that's what they want to do, if they want to help us. But this was put up there so they could gain some referrals and just get a little bit because they do a lot of work. But not only that, they were all put under myself, and people thought, oh, well, why did you do that? And I said, well, because our site is very expensive. It's not going in my pocket. Besides, I don't need the money because I'm making good money in other programs. But this site is very expensive, and I'm going to actually be, we just spent more today, John and I. We have to go in and spend some more to get a different platform up, even though we already spent $1,100 on a platform. It's not suiting our needs, but I don't know how locked in we are. You know, there's expenses all the time here, so that's why that happened. If you go down to programs here, you will see there is a wealth creation. There's a wealth, it's like a pool in here. Okay, so the way that this goes is you can click on wealth creation. Okay, and we're going to scroll down a bit. Now, you can see here we have a Wealth Creation Alliance referral link pool master list, and we have Wealth Creation referral link pool form. Okay, so if you actually click on the master list, which I will do right here, okay, we will start to get, and this is random, okay, it's not by when you sign up or anything. What it does, it shows you passive peep name, like there's John Randolph, referral link, there's his referral link for Wealth Creation Alliance, and his sponsor was Spirit Up, which was me. Okay, so Liddell, I sponsored him, and Min here sponsored, Kathy sponsored Carlton, and also Rosita, and we don't know who this sponsor is, who sponsored Jan Brady here, but anyways, there's other forms, but you can see here, as each one goes through, you can see who sponsored who. Okay, and now a lot of people are coming in, they're saying, well, you know, I'd like to support maybe somebody who doesn't even have a sponsor yet. Well, we're working towards that. Okay, John is working on some code that's going to show everybody, and probably the ones who have referrals will be down at the bottom. The top ones will not have referrals, something like that, but that is totally up to John. Okay, and so that's that part. Now, once you've filled that out, you're going to go down to, this is the referral link pool form. Okay, and of course I didn't sign in here, so sorry about that. But you can see here that this is doing really well too. You can see 4,281 hits, and that's on our global Peeper Nation there. And we've seen some pretty big numbers on there, and that just means that they're in here and they're looking. Okay, let's go over here and let's see the passive Peeps tab. I don't know if John's added anybody, but okay, there I am there in my Ford 150 truck. I don't have any more. All I have is a scooter. Just joking. Anyway, so I got a three-wheeler. I did put my country in. Anyways, I filled out a bit more. Okay, and there's John. He always looks like he's so relaxed. You know, there he is just sitting in his backyard there, smiling away. There's Kathy. That's our goddess, research and development team. And there's Donna. Donna's a sweetie, and she just works so hard. No matter how she's feeling, she just keeps in there and she does her bit, and we really appreciate all the people here. And you can see, oh, and there's Jan. That's our disco queen. She's from Texas, and here's the deal. Okay, everybody knows. Now, unfortunately, Ashy will be taking his picture down, and that because at this time he's just got too much on the go here, and he won't be able to help John with his programming. There's Sharon. We got a big picture of Sharon finally. Look at that smile. Wow. Look at the eyes are glittering. There's a lot of bling here. Well, you know, thanks for sending that in there, Sharon. And okay, and there's Isa, and she's our chat moderator, translator for French, Spanish, Italian, and Portuguese. And boy, she's a fighter. Believe me, she'll fight for you, and she'll come out on the winning end. Believe me. And there's okay, John. One note: we have to change this to Gary Cleveland. Okay, not David Cleveland. So let's just make a note of that in your paper. He's asset protection. He's the Bridgeway financial advisor. Okay, and we have Wes Wood coming. We have Linny Neubauer coming, and we had Rich Mod on here, and I don't know why he's not up here right now. Now, there's some other people that are helping right now that I will talk with because I'm hearing some good things. And we're going to need more and more staff on here. And Ricky, as soon as you've got your laptop or something, we'd like to get you in here. A little hard to work with your cell phone when you're dealing with a website. So you're not forgotten, my friend, and as soon as you get your laptop up and going, or a desktop, whatever, we'll have you in here, no problem. Because you've been working so hard there doing that stuff. So, but anyway, okay, so that's our staff. And there we go. We're just going to scroll up. Now, what I'm going to do is, John, I'm going to put you on. And I'm going to, I'll do the clicking while you do the talking. How's that? So let me just pause the record for a minute.
The database, we launched the wealth creation program, and the forums, the database, when we first started the forums, or the database didn't have all the details. So what I need is, in the forums, tell you what, just scroll down on the right side and look at PP Skype Room News. It's if you look under forums for PP Skype Room News, and then once that's loaded, scroll back up to the top and then select the second forum, which is issues. PP Skype Room Issues is the second forum. Oh man, guys, just wait for us to get our new platform, and life is going to be really good. But under the forums, there's two of them listed there. The second one on the left side under forum is PP Skype Room Issues. If you click on that link, good. And then the process for joining newly researched passive Peep programs. Go ahead and click on that link. That is an actual topic in this forum that I just set up. This is mainly for what basically happened was our last webinar, I set up a forum and a database just to capture everybody's information. This link here, and it's in the webinar as far as where it is, I'll post it again, but anybody that is in this program, which is the wealth creation, you've already signed up. There's some database fields that I just need to clean up. So all I'm asking is to read this post, and I'll, in a couple seconds when I'm done talking, I'll repost where this link is. I just need your information again to clean it up. The goal's going to be pretty simple. Until we get our main affiliate program software up and running that tracks everything automatically. What we're going to use for any time we go into a program is this concept where whoever's currently in it, the database will be listed, and you'll have a form. So in the database or the listing, you can click on the current people that are in whatever program we're going into and sign up. As soon as you sign up and get your affiliate link, there'll be a form on the site that you can post your affiliate link and put it into the pool. All of that's captured in the back end on the database, so we have it and we can track everything later on. This is a short-term solution, so when we launched the WCA, a couple things happened. But basically, if you go through and read this post, you can see at the bottom it says admin and passive peeps. There's some information I need so I can update the database and make it all make sense to everybody. The goal is going to be simple. It doesn't matter who you sign up under, as long as you sign up under a passive peep, because naturally, I mean, we've got this forum. We all support each other. So our goal really is, get people signed up under peeps that really don't have any referrals, and just help each other out. As a community, we're here. We're supporting you. You've got the live data every week for the webinars. So it doesn't matter who you sign up under, as long as there's a peep. Let's just share the wealth. So that was the key issue for me. I just need to get the database cleaned up. This only matters for the peepers who signed up on our website for Wealth Creation Alliance. Other than that, we're pretty good. I mean, we're spending money like crazy, and we're getting the site up and running. Heads up for all the staff members. If Dave will leave me alone for a few days, we'll start training all the staff so that they really can flesh out the content for the site. So we're good to go. That was the key issue for me. I don't know what else we need to talk about, but that was my only issue. So back to you, Dave, whenever.
Okay, so let's get the questions here going. If anybody's got any questions for whatever's being said here, I'd like to still thank everybody. There's 49 people still here, and I hope that there's been something in here to help everybody. I don't know, Jan, did you make any notes here along the way, and you're going to feed them to me? Yes, Dave, I have the questions for you. All right, next contestant, please. Okay, Matthew, we don't support that program, and yes, we know about it. And any new programs that you want to share with us, please send to Kathy. Okay, or no, let's just leave it at Kathy, because then she ends up sending them to me or letting me know about them. Okay, and again, there's no exchange of links, etc. in the Skype rooms. They're put there to discuss the programs that we do support. Okay, so I just ask you to please respect that. Okay. So what else we got here? Okay, so Jan, her Adobe's making her problem crashing. Okay, what do you about translators? What are we doing about translators? Well, right now our translator is Isa, and she does French, Italian, Portuguese, and what was the fourth one? Spanish. That was it. Okay. So when we get all this inside the form, and that she'll be helping out with that. Okay, next question. Okay. Where do you find the alert to pay sponsor? Okay, well what you do is that you go into the website and under members resources and David's links, and there's a form there. One is a form to sign up, meaning that you want to have a sponsor given to you from Alert to Pay, and there's a form below it for Fast Cash Mega. You fill the form out, submit it, and we get the request and we will assign you a sponsor. And it will be one of the staff. From August 29th, this is from Lily from August 29th. I cannot see my money from SDP in Alert to Pay. Tickets and email are done. What to do? Okay, Lily, this could be another case of a hacker taking your account, and even though that you're in there talking about it, he has your account. So best thing to do is there's a support email, and I think Donna, you have that support email. I would write David Collins. You would write David Collins and just say you suspect that I have money in there, and it's not, and I don't see it. Okay. Frederick, yes. If I'm going to let you. We'll put you in touch with Isa because she heads up that department. Okay, do you earn a daily percent in wealth creation? Okay, just a minute. We're getting too far ahead. Just wait with the questions. This is from Cap. Do you earn a daily percent in wealth creation? Yeah, well, it's every 10 days that you get paid. So if you want to take 10 days of what your 10-day value is and divide it by the 10 days, it shows you, and then do it in percent, you will see that, yes, you're making very good money there. Okay, I've not done that, but I know the money's good. So right now I'm on tap 11 right now, and every 10 days is about $1,200 for me. Okay, something like that. Okay, Kathy. Okay, so there's the support there. alerttopay.com@gmail.com, and you can even address it to David Collins. Okay, then from Barachi. Okay, too much there. You're jumping me. Okay, hold on. Okay, from Barachi. Have the passive peeps of Min talked to Alert to Pay Min about longevity of the program? No, can't say that we have. He is swamped. He's just getting so many people in and money. The whole key to it, as long as you have members and you have money, then you're going to do well. But if there's a new flavor that really takes attention, and you'll find a lot of people end up going to that one. That's why we roll with put a little bit of money in, build that money, get your principal out, and then continue going. And hopefully that you've gained some profit out of it if it does go down. Okay, but these were two programs that we felt very solid with. Okay, and let me just see what else I got here. Got to scroll up. Okay, Jan says, code to everyone. Any news from STP? It seems very slow. They've gone to 5 days again to do their processing, and I guess that changes depending on I guess where you are. But right now in Canada, they're only like an hour and a half away from me, but they have it down there that it's 5 days right now. So I've had a card load on there, and I've also had an account load to the bank, and it looks like it is going to go 5 days, so they've extended that. Okay, Aaron says, where do you place Alert to Pay in the list of ops we're doing? Last heard Kathy was going to do a little more digging on it. Yes, Kathy's, what did you say? You've done the final research and she's satisfied. Okay, and Kathy, maybe you want to post that in your site scoop thing on there, so if somebody wants to read about them and make a decision for themselves, that would be good. What's the monthly income cap for Wealth for All team or daily cap withdrawals? $3,000 a week. Okay, you can take out 3,000 a week, so that would be 12,000 a month. Okay. Okay, Carter says, why in the dashboard of profit clicking, the numbers do not show, the process wheels just keep turning. First of all, they're not open. Okay, that could be one thing. We're always going to say, if you're having problems in one browser, change to the other browser. So if you're using Firefox and you're getting the wheels turning, go over to Internet Explorer or vice versa. Go to Google Chrome, Maxthon, whatever you're basically using. Go there and try to launch the program from there. But numbers are changing wildly in there. I belong to another Skype room, and these are people that have been in there since the start, and they got some pretty smart people in there that seem to get updates that you don't see, and it's but you know, they're saying that they're working hard on it. Susan says, I've tried several browsers and it didn't do anything. Mine used to turn all the time. I think that then they didn't. I think that when they turn, that they're actually down. I think that they're working on that, on a particular server bank that affects your account. So when it was happening with me, maybe you weren't getting the circles, and if it's happening to you now and it's not happening to me, it's because of the bank of servers that they're working on. Okay, so just be patient, because when they do open the doors wide, if that becomes an issue, you can report the issue and then they will look at it. Because if there's two of you and you're in different places, I'm sure it's something to do with the servers. Okay, next question. Next one is the $64,000 question. Brett says, please update with the new banner when you can, David. Yes, I thought I do have that one, Brett, and I will send that one back over to John. Okay, and Brett, you've done a great job on that. Yeah, that banner is going to bring a lot of people here to the website to just take a look around, and once they see it, I'm sure that we're going to get a lot of people signing up for us. Ricky, Dave, call me after webinar. What, we're going to do lunch? You're in California, my friend. Yes, I will. Okay. Okay, no, we don't support Banner's Broker, and okay, so we don't do that one. We have enough stuff that says don't get involved with it. So our program, our Passive Peeps, we don't support that. Okay, next question. From Cap. Dave, I believe you explained Wealth for All. I was talking about wealth creation. Do you earn a daily percent with wealth creation? What you earn on your money as people put their money in wealth creation, then I'm not sure if it's 100, the next 100 positions that split the $2 that goes in, or what the deal is, but everybody gets a piece of everybody's money, and it goes all the way down the list, or they cap it at 100 or 200 or whatever it is. And so there's no way to peg that you're getting a certain percent a day. It depends on the amount of money that is coming in from the members. The fact that they have 65% going back into repurchase, that means there'll always be a flow of money coming in there. With a flow of money always coming in, that just means then that we're always going to have new money, which is going to give us some kind of money back. Okay, and Ricky says, I got your back, darling. You must be talking to Jan right now. Guess it's not to me. Anyways, okay. Okay, any more questions? There's John. He's putting peepers who joined Wealth Creation Alliance through Passive Peeps. Please read this post. Okay, so everybody who's joined through there, please read. Okay, John is saying here, Passive Peeps members as of today is 466. Okay, and Judy O says sweet.